It has been teased for months that Bethesda's cooking up something extraordinary for Fallout 76 fans this December. I was lucky enough to get invited by Bethesda to a hands-on demonstration showcasing this brand new update. Ooh, Deathclaw! Here's over 40 things you need to know about the upcoming December update, including what happened to Wendy the Cryptid Hunter. Look at this Deathclaw. It's got flames shooting out of its eyes. How freaking cool is this? I asked a ton of questions and scoured the wasteland searching for any juicy tidbits I could find to satiate you all. So here's over 40 details every Fallout fan should know about the upcoming December update. Fallout, the video game franchise, is quickly becoming a household name, mainly due to the hit TV show on Amazon Prime. December is shaping up to be a huge month for Fallout fans as Amazon Prime is releasing Season 2 on December 17th, and Bethesda is planning to give Fallout 76 its biggest update since 2020 in December to coincide with the TV show release. Unfortunately, I don't have an exact release date yet. I can tell you, if you play on Steam, you're supposed to be able to get your first hands-on demonstration tomorrow when the PTS launches on October the 2nd. So make sure to look out for my live streams over the next few weeks as I will be streaming the PTS frequently. I also want to remind you that all this footage is alpha footage, meaning that it can have a lot of bugs and that nothing is final, and the same goes for the PTS. All this footage was provided either by Bethesda, my playthrough, or other creators, and those creators that help collaborate with me are also going to be named in this video, and you can catch all their links in the description below, so please go over and support them. Since the game is technically unfinished, the PTS is the perfect opportunity for you to give critical feedback, so that way all the appropriate changes can be made to the game. So if you have Steam, make sure you download the PTS version of the game and go and play it. Head over to their Discord and then give Bethesda all that critical feedback so that way we can have the best game possible. Plus, for me, it's like kind of getting to look at your Christmas presents early, and I love that. Now let's get back into it. So the December update is being called Burning Springs, and per usual, this update will bring with it a brand new season. Season 23, and it's being called Blood and Rust. If you were one of the eagle-eyed players who guessed we were getting a map expansion into Ohio, you were 100% right. Fallout 76 is going to Ohio, and what a wild and crazy place it's shaping up to be. It looks completely unhinged. Deathclaws? We are going to be seeing lots of Deathclaws. They've made some improvements to the Fallout 76 Deathclaws. They are aptly called Burning Deathclaws and Burning Springs. I'm not the only one obsessed with Deathclaws, it seems, though. The newest faction, the Rust Raiders, seem to have an appreciation for them, as you can see that they use them in their logo. I know. Deathclaws, geez. Get back to telling us about the map expansion. I'm sure you're wondering things like, is it big? Are we gonna like it? I'm going. I might be a little obsessed with Deathclaws, but they are very prominent in this expansion, as you will see. So every time I get distracted by a Deathclaw, you're just gonna have to stick around and find out what's going on. Here's what you were waiting for. Feast your eyes on this map expansion. As you can see, it is directly across from Point Pleasant, and if you compare it to the Skyline Valley area, it looks like it's about 2.5 to 3 times the size of it. During the hands-on demo, there was around 24 locations on the map. Here are all the names I've gathered. You're probably wondering if you'll be able to build in this area, and I am happy to report that yes, you'll be able to build in Ohio. It was also reported that new fish were being added during the update, so I'm assuming that we're going to be fishing in Ohio as well. I sadly was unable to make it to every single location. As you can see, the map is pretty big. And because of this, I never found any water. Since the game's being tied into Season 2, it's pretty obvious that they took a lot of influence from New Vegas and made the area more desolate and desert-like. The devs actually said that they drew most of their inspiration from Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And I think they did a damn fine job of making it look just like that. In fact, one of the areas, Athens, looks a lot like Fallout 4 in my opinion. Let me know what you think. So a lot of the areas are more desolate and feel more like a desert as far as what the vegetation and dirt look like. As most players are aware, weather is now a big thing in Fallout 76, and you would probably be a little sad if there wasn't a new weather system. I am happy to report that we're getting the Aurora Borealis. It is visually stunning and really adds a nice balance to the whole desert desolation vibe Burning Spring has going for it. Unfortunately, there's no new nuke events, but the region is supposed to react differently to the nuke. No one launched a nuke during the demo, so players will have to uncover the secrets to this region on their own. Speaking of secrets, it seems the region is littered with them, and I mean literally littered with them. From mysterious Abraxo spills and briefcases, to new random encounters, to little interactive details all over the world, this includes a brand new NPC collectron named Kabi. Kabi can be found at the World of Corn, and this place is crazy. Make sure to go and roam around this area because you will not be disappointed with what you find, especially if you love Fallout. I have to say, this new expansion seems to be like the most Fallout-y Fallout thing I've ever seen. So if you know, you know what I'm saying. It really feels like Fallout. The details they poured into every area are very impressive and very immersive. They have lots of branding with Nuka-Cola and Slocum's Joe. It's just all sorts of Fallout stuff just everywhere, and it looks perfect. It just really seems like this was a labor of love for the developers, and you can tell how much enthusiasm and dedication they poured into every detail of these areas that they built. You're probably wondering, that's nice, but what about the story? How much story are we getting? I am happy to report that we should be getting anywhere from 6 to 10 hours of new gameplay depending on how you actually play the game. There's main storylines and side quests to complete, and tons of new challenges as well. And, bullshit that just sidetracks you. The new challenges I'm talking of are called Test of Dominance, and with them we'll be getting new rewards, new plans, and hopefully some atoms instead of 10 caps. I'm hoping that that's just kind of a filler thing. They haven't decided what to put in there yet, but we shall see. And with this new story, there's a lot of new Fallout lore. A lot of the NPCs are talking about having issues with their lungs, so there's lots of story to discover. It's a very rich environment. Included inside Burning Springs is at least one new workshop, which is a working drive-in. Yes, a working drive-in. It's super interactive. It's super cool. It even has working speakers and a movie playing. It's a super nice touch. This is just adding to that richness that the developers are really cultivating in this new world, and I hope that you guys really love it as much as I have, and I've only played with it for a couple hours. Let's talk about our enemies then, shall we? Most enemies are going to be Bernie variants of current enemies, just like the Deathclaws we saw earlier. We have some Rust Raiders, and we have a new animal, the Radhog, which is a tameable camp pet. Yes, a tameable camp pet. It's adorable and makes cute noises, but looks to be fierce in combat. Because there's a new enemy, if you're like me, you're probably wondering if you can eat it, and is there any new recipes? Well, I'm happy to report there are at least 2 new recipes, one dealing with the Radhogs, and the other called Slipper Cactus. I really love new recipes. I don't know about you guys. I was really disappointed with Skyline Valley when they gave us like the pheasants and stuff and we got no new recipes. Deathclaw? There's even Deathclaws in armor. How's that for a new kind of enemy? Yes, they put them in armor. How freaking cool is this? Back to what I was saying before I got a little distracted. They are introducing new enemies, but they are not adding any new cryptids with this update. So we're getting new enemies, but no new cryptids. There is a new baddie in the form of an intelligent super mutant called the Rust King, however. He seems to be rather intimidating and pretty intriguing, if I say so myself. Let's dive into events. There's 2 new events coming with Burning Springs, and that's going to be Sinkhole Solutions and Gearing Up. I've played both, and they were both very enjoyable. In Sinkhole Solutions, you're defending the area from an onslaught of rad scorpions, followed by bigger bad guys like Alguas. Uguas? I can never tell. Anyway, it's the big giant turtle. In Gearing Up, you have to armor up and protect a Deathclaw. And the NPC that starts the event has some awesome looking Deathclaw armor. It looks like a Viking helmet with Deathclaw horns. I really hope we get this armor for our characters. You want to know the best part about Gearing Up? Well, you guessed it. It's Deathclaws. Look how big they made this matriarch Deathclaw. She looks so formidable. Finally, a big Deathclaw in Fallout 76. I hope she one-shot yeets my soul out of my body. Finally, some scary Deathclaws in Fallout 76. But wait, there's more. Deathclaws? Yes! I give you the Deathclaw head entrance to the Rust Kingdom at night. So freaking sweet. There really is more. even though we aren't technically going to New Vegas, the release date of Burning Springs and the desert environment isn't the only things being influenced by Season 2 of the hit TV show. We are also getting a direct TV tie-in with the Ghoul himself, making his first appearance in the game as an interactive NPC. He's going to be voiced by the real Ghoul, Walton Goggins himself.
Unless you got business, keep on walking.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Walton Goggins is going to be playing the Ghoul in Fallout 76. We might not be going to New Vegas, but we got a little bit of New Vegas coming to us in the form of the television show. Well, what will the Ghoul be doing in Burning Springs? Well, he's going to be handing out bounties. So bounty hunting, here we come. The Ghoul will be handing out 2 different types of bounties. One will be called grunt bounties and the other is headhunt bounties. The headhunt bounties will trigger in-world events. That means that the bad guy will be a tougher bad guy and will trigger all players to come to you to help you defeat him. Even better, there are new weapons and gear that can be earned, including the Ghoul's weapon. I've been so waiting for this weapon for so long. I'm so excited it's finally coming. There's also new legendary effects that are mainly catering to Ghoul builds, so there's never been a better time to convert over to a Ghoul character than now. Most players are going to want to know when they can head over to Ohio. Well, I'm here to tell you don't have to complete any certain types of missions or even be a certain level. When you exit the vault, Walton Goggins' Ghoul is going to be standing right outside the vault waiting on you, as you can see here. So you'll be able to go there straight out of the vault if you like. Well, that's everything. What did you guys think? Wait, what? Oh, I forgot that pesky cryptid hunter Wendy from the Caravans. I promised to tell you about her. Wendy has been spotted inside Highwaytown where the Ghoul is stationed, and she is selling all her plans. A lot of the plans that were exclusive to Caravans are being made available inside Highwaytown, so make sure to check out all the vendors down there. Seriously, before the Deathclaw parade starts, what did you guys think? Are you excited to see what the new update will bring? Is there anything you're really excited for? Oh, the parade is starting. Thank you to the Deathclaws. Without my daunting of Deathclaws, I wouldn't be able to do this, so thank you so much for keeping the lights on. Let me know in the comments what you hope to see in the new update. If you're excited, disappointed, let me know. If you guessed we were going to Ohio, let me know that. Stop by the PTS live streams to see more and discover even more about the Burning Springs update. I'll see you in the Wasteland. Bye!